What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hercules, and today is a very special day. It's a very special video, in fact, because it's not only me today on the camera, I'm doing an interview with another self-improvement YouTuber. And, it really brings me joy to give a small YouTuber like this one a chance on a bigger platform to share his ideas and to let his channel grow. I'm overfilled with joy whenever I can do that for other small YouTubers. So, Hamza, welcome. And I'm sure you're grateful to be on a platform of this magnitude.
Thank you, Kai.
You're very welcome, Hamza. I am grateful that you took this opportunity to be on this interview on my channel. Because you're such a small YouTuber, Hamza, you don't have that many subscribers yet. Maybe one day you'll get to the subscribers that I have, to the views that I get. But, for now you're still a relatively unknown YouTuber. I know I just introduced you, but let the people know who you are. Introduce yourself. Who is Hamza and what do you do?
My name is Hamza. I help young men go through the Jeffrey to Adonis transformation through self-improvements. Scroll down right now, click on the subscribe and the post notification button. It's a win-win for both of us.
Well, I couldn't have said it better. You heard the man himself. Subscribe right now to the channel Hercules. Leave a comment down below if you enjoy this interview. So Hamza, let's get straight into it. I have a bunch of questions, a bunch of topics we can discuss that we're going to try to fit into about an hour, maybe 30 minutes, depending on where our conversation leads us. So what do you want to talk about? I'm going to leave it up to you on what topic you want to discuss first. We can talk about the gym, working out, fitness. We can talk about women. We can talk about money. We talk about meditation. Whatever you want to talk about, Hamza. What do you want to talk about? Anything on the self-improvement spectrum that you want to talk about?
Bullshit, bro. We're gonna go into detail in this video and I'm gonna literally tell you like what hit to throw at the guy when you have to.
Oh, okay, Hamza. Didn't know you were so passionate about that. But we can definitely talk about that right now. A lot of young guys actually struggle with relationships, especially with women, but also relationships with other fellow men and their family. So we could definitely talk about that, and what ties into that, which I'm guessing you're going to talk about based off that response, is that, working on your game in the bedroom, I guess. So it's very important to let guys know how this is done. A lot of guys are inexperienced in this realm. A lot of guys are still virgins out there. A lot of guys haven't really, interacted with women at all. And it's really hard for them to do that. So, Hamza, I guess the question would be, at least for me and for the viewers, how and when do you know is the right time? Because as a young man today, you have to be careful with Me Too and all that shit. So, when and where is the place to do it? And I guess how?
For me personally, most of the potential situations have been in the nightclub environments, like the nighttime alcohol involved environments, because this is literally the prime environment. It's fueled by alcohol. There's usually hot guys that, like, testosterone's probably going up. We're all competing, like, obviously no one's thinking this, but we all somewhat are competing to be the alpha male who gets the comes. It's a very raw place to be.
Yes, it is a very raw and very almost natural state for a lot of us when we're in those situations. It is very primal, and I can definitely see that. So, I know on my personal experience, I necessarily wouldn't suggest that, but I'm intrigued by your take on this. So, could you give us an example of, one of these situations at a nightclub?
It's a very raw place to be. And so we're dancing in a circle. Me, two of my male friends, and three of my female friends. We're all dancing in a circle. And out of nowhere, this drunk guy stumbles in, brushes into me. Don't really think much of it. Out of nowhere, this other guy comes up and he's like, "That's my mate. That's my mate you're talking about." Within literally a second, this is kicked off and it's gonna get aggressive. Now my friend did something like a 10 out of 10 move right here. I'm not even gonna lie. My friend just literally walked behind this guy and just held his ass. Probably stand there just but my friend had him held. Good man. This guy's getting loud. He's got his arms behind him. He's thrashing everywhere.
Okay, Hamza. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting that from you. You seem like a very manly. But I mean, it doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 2023, so you do you. And that's a very interesting situation. I've never done it with, a friend and other people. But if the threesome's your thing, if that's your thing, I guess that's cool. Could you give us maybe another example of, maybe not at a nightclub, not with alcohol, and maybe with women if you want, or whatever, any story. I guess it doesn't matter. Any story that another story that you have.
So it's the end of the night. Again, club, alcohol related. It's probably 3 a.m. Me and my one friend, are leaving the club. We've just finished the night and we're going to.
Oh, and not to cut you off, Hamza, but you and me were talking about the story, I believe, and I think I know where this is going. I wasn't gonna speak about it publicly and on camera, just because I wasn't sure you were comfortable about talking about it. But since you brought it up, I'm sure you're fine with sharing it or sharing the story. So, what exactly happened that night? I know you guys went back, y'all were gonna do it, but things kind of fell out, right? What do you think happened, and what mistake did you make that the viewers can avoid in the future?
Essentially, it didn't because of social skills, which we will get into soon.
Okay, yeah, I think your social skills or your game and, sex go hand in hand. And that if you really want to get in the mood, you want a girl to go back to your place, you want to have success, you do need to raise them up. You need to have those skills, those social skills. You can't just have money and good looks. You need that social skills, that game too. And off topic and probably not that important, but I know off camera when we were talking about this, you were we never got to how big it was. I know you said you saw it. So how big was it? Just out of curiosity.
Big, like solid 20, 30 meters away.
Oh my goodness, that is pretty big, I guess. That's very big. I'm sure you were impressed with it. No?
It's like a medium level thing.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. And it doesn't matter. Continue with your story.
In the night, I walk back into the smoking area. I'm speaking to more bitches and everything, but then I see him and his group, like his group of like a lot of guys, like 7, 8 guys, all in the corner, and this guy's just staring at me. He's horny, and like for some reason, boys, like it wasn't even his girlfriend. Like she wasn't around at this point. She's just disappeared or something. He's just staring at me, and his friends are like talking to him, and they're like pointing at me and everything. I'm getting horny.
Okay, Hamza. I think we get the picture. We don't need to continue with the story.
Bullshit, bro. I didn't even know what to think about it. When he gets close, to be honest, you know what? When he gets close, I didn't think. I didn't want to but I because there's 3 responses you can have in this type of situation, and that is flat, or free.
Okay, Hamza, I think we get your point. I personally don't think that's necessarily correct. I feel like if you're in the mood, you should do it. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to, but, whatever. That's your opinion, you're entitled to it. Um, you know, I think it's rather shocking that, you're essentially coming out in this video. I feel like this is um, news to everyone. But since we're on the topic, I am oddly curious. Not for any personal reasons, of course. I'm just asking as a good host for the interview, asking my interviewee questions. So anyway, I'm not interested in this at all. I'm just saying, I'm interested in how does this work man to man. I know we were kind of talking about this earlier, off camera, and that you were saying that you like, giving. You don't like taking it. And then you said that you, in order to pleasure your man, you will, you know, give BJs, And so, again, nothing wrong with that. But I feel like in this community, this self-improvement red pill community, a lot of guys would see that as almost like embarrassing. And so I don't know. What's your take on that? How do you deal with that on giving BJs?
Do it and you're gonna look like a fool sometimes. So but okay, looking like a fool is safer than getting your ass beat. Or
So you recommend giving BJs as opposed to receiving it?
BJ, like it's overrated in this sense, in my opinion.
Overrated? Why is that?
He's gonna bite your dick off or something.
Oh, okay. I understand how that can be a negative aspect of this certain act, but I've heard that, not from personal experience, I've just heard from a friend, online and stuff, that in order to not be at risk for the clampdown, that happens a lot when they get excited when you've, released. So, what I've done. I mean, not what I've done. What I've heard people say to do is that you pull out and then you release. So where do you release exactly? Do you pull out, just release somewhere else? Do you release on the face? How does that work?
Specifically to the side of the chin. Now again, most people would almost automatically go for the nose because it just seems like where you'd go for. You can do like a little visualization, like success visualization beforehand through the chin. Fully imagine that his head is gonna like twist like this. And I know this is like gory detail.
Okay, Hamza, you know what? I think we're gonna leave it there. I think we've had enough detail about this. We can venture into some other topics relating to, sex and all that. Um, so this is a question I have on my board that I haven't even gotten to yet, but we'll start off with this one because it's kind of related. When you're making love, do you suggest wearing condoms? I know a lot of people don't like wearing condoms. They say it doesn't feel comfortable. They rather just pull out. Do you recommend pulling out? What's your take on condoms?
You'll be protected all round if you do this.
I think that's the end of the interview, Hamza. If you don't want to talk about any of the other topics, that's fine. I think we got through plenty of interesting discussions today. This interview definitely did not go as I thought it would, but yeah, I guess that's it. Do you have any closing comments or anything you would like to say before you head out?
Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.
Alright, guys, that was the Hamza interview. Definitely very interesting, and that kiss that he does at the end of videos now makes a lot more sense that you think about. Oh, yo, Hamza. Hey, yo, Hamza, what the fuck?